You wouldn't believe it, but walking into a yogurt store, it really weird. Look at it. Inside a yogurt store, I found this book, and as an art of miracle, I have to suggest and recommend that you all read it. It's called The Jewish Century, and it's written by Yuri Slezkine and published by Princeton University Press. This book, well, in our case anyway, you need to read it with colors and pens because it gives so much information, so well prepared, and it's based, actually, it's anchored on Sholem Aleichem Tevye der Milchiker. And not only as a novel, but as the story of the Jews of the 20th century and how, through his daughters, through the voice of Sholem Aleichem, Tevye went out to the world. Tevye's family went out of the world and basically created the 20th century, created the socialist movement, created the psychoanalysis movement, created the nationalist movement, created so many movements, not necessarily that they were created by the Jews, but they were amplified and sustained and developed by the Jews. It's like everything Jewish, everything that we were cooking for 2,000 years came into fruition in this last century, thanks to everything, thanks to the social, the personal, the ideological, the moral place, Yiddish, Hebrew, Judaismo, and then, of course, the three great lands of the Jews, the three great paradises where Jews were moving towards, which were Russia, America, and the last one, the smallest one, Israel, that because we are in the century of nationalism, became the most, not really the most successful one, but became more successful than they ever expected it to become. So if you want to understand the mentality of the Jews, what moves us, what's behind what we do, what we say, what we think, especially today when the two largest Jewish communities, actually the only two left, the American and the Israelis, are moving apart every so more often and faster than before. Understanding this movement would be very important for anybody interested in learning about Judaism. So read this book because the answers are here. Actually, the initial book of this one would be The Jewish Paradox by Nahum Goldmann. Nahum Goldmann was the president of the World Jewish Congress, and because of this book, he was expelled out of not only the World Jewish Congress, but the memory of the Zionist movement and mostly of almost anything Jewish. But this book started the movement that ended in this book. So now you have 3 books to read this summer and to learn and enjoy exceptional books from exceptional writers and exceptional stories.